Good morning, Sam. It is Friday, February 26th, 2021. I gotta tell you, Sam, this week has been a rough one. As you mentioned in one of your previous videos, this workload at school has just been kind of ramping up to this absolute max. For whatever reason, all of the projects and papers I have for all of my classes all got pushed to the same day. So everything now is due on March 1st, which on the one hand is great that I don't have stuff due this week. On the other hand, absolutely maddening that I have so many things due on a single day. Because right now, it just feels like I could sort of put it off. I don't really have to do it. It's not due till next month. Except that it also is due Monday. So it's one of those things where there's just sort of this cloud of stress that is just kind of following me wherever I go. Yesterday, I felt it sort of hit a maximum, and I just was completely immobile. I was trying to get things done. I was writing words down on the page, but none of them were useful. None of them were good things to have written. And I don't know if I'm just not getting enough sleep or enough nutrition or something like that, but I just found myself so completely dead. All I wanted to do was sleep. And even when I slept, I didn't feel any more alive or motivated or ready to go. It was weird. And it's gotten to the point where like email feels exhausting. Like I'll get emails from people and it just feels like it's just more and more rocks being thrown on this pile. And I get it, right? Like, you know, college is sort of this place where you're spending this accelerated period of time learning a lot of different things so that you can go out into the world and figure out what it is that you want to do, right? Like I understand it conceptually, but on a practical, pragmatic basis, on like a day-to-day level, I am just completely swamped and worn out. Even in the times when I am like seeing and hanging out with people, I feel like I should be working. There's sort of this constant threat in the back of my mind, like, oh, you have this thing due and that project and you need to email that person back. It's not the way I want to live my life, and it's not the way I have lived my life for much of the last year. I think there's some things we got from 2020 that we're gonna have a really hard time letting go of. I know at least for me, I spent a lot of downtime last year, just hanging out. And then to be thrown back into a situation where there's so many things piled on top of me and they're all happening at once. And oh, there's another assignment. And what about that thing you forgot? Oh, and this thing you thought was due tomorrow was actually due today. And that reading, wait, did you even do that? I feel like I'm pretty good at time management, and I feel like I'm pretty good at like a strong work ethic, but at a certain point, it just becomes so much stuff. And unless you're completely ahead of the curve, it just starts to consume you. And you'll hit a point, or at least I do, where the things I have to do become this sort of immovable force. And it's not to say I can't do it or I won't. Like, I'm sure I'll get all those assignments turned in on time. I'm sure I'll respond to the emails maybe a little bit late. But it just feels like so much stuff is happening all at once. There's this idea, and I don't know if it's really what professors and faculty think, but it seems to be that there's this sense that they can just load work on us because we're not working and we don't have families, and really you can just load as much work as you can and, you know, we'll take care of it. But that's obviously not true. And I get it, right? I'm here to learn, I'm here to do things, but I'm just so exhausted and tired. And like, I want to be having fun and I want to be doing like creative, interesting things in this space. And I think I am, right, for the most part. And I think I am doing cool things and I am meeting cool people, but it's just so completely exhausting. I don't know if it was just the last year and I've just become lazy and don't have the same kind of like work ethic and stamina that I used to, or if there's actually been a shift. But it's something I'm going to continue to think about, and it's something I'm going to continue to update you on. Thanks for going for a deep dive with me on this one. Sam, I'll see you on Monday.